Hello, this is my blog, Donnie's blog. Amazing material that we have given you over the past couple of weeks about adult learning. And so today I wanted to sum up or wrap up my series in adult learning with a couple points that I learned in class. It's been an interesting class. I think that I've learned a lot. I've been dealing with student learning and adult learning kind of mixture, but now getting the formal learning about it, I feel like it's very, very important and imperative that I share out the 3 pointers that I've already kind of had. I think it's, first of all, I didn't realize adult learning, before I even get to the points with adult learning, just how interesting, but also the ramifications of adult learning, how changing mindsets and having the fact that you train people and people learn, and you can change literally organizations with this type of information. Um, it's pretty interesting to find out, right? I think when you think about learning, you always reframe the kids, and so it's very, very interesting that throughout this whole class, whether we learn about the cognitive, we learn about the assumptions, we learn about the diversity, we learn about just different aspects of adult learning. It's been amazing to see just how a lot of these conversations have come up and they've changed minds and they've changed mind states just off the adult learning. So it's very, very interesting. So before before we get into it, right, we get into it. I want to talk about my three big key adult learning takeaways, right? So number one is adult learning is complex. Adults are complex, right? We come in with different biases, we come in with different belief systems, we come in with different morals and values. We all have different when we walk into work, we have a different mindset, right? I'm one some people say, hey, I'm 9 to 5. That's all I care about. Some people say I want to be the best I can be, at my role. And so the complexity is that you're trying to find a way that people learn in a way that do they understand what you're trying to get them to be successful at what they need to do. And so the complexity comes in is where that's hard to do because even when you're on the other side, you're the facilitator. You're coming in with your beliefs and mind states and morals and values and things like that and things that you feel are important. What you got to realize is that we have to understand that what is going to be productive for that person. We have to realize what is going to help that person get to their goal. And so the complexity is that I think that's a question that probably is going to take a long time to answer, but that's really one of the main assumptions that or main key takeaways that I've already got from just the course and kind of understanding that. So point two, adult learning, when done effectively, can be differentiated. I think that we've all seen from e-learning, from facilitating that when done effectively, you can make sure that people get what their needs are told to their needs level, and their level of absorbing the information can be differentiated. Don't I think that the worst thing people can do is just paint everybody with the same brush. Oh well, hey, you're gonna sit in front of this facilitator. We didn't pay a lot of money to get to join, and that's that. But real effective adult learning comes from being able to plan effectively, but also make sure that you're differentiating in a way that's not necessarily expensive or allows the company to do too much, but it becomes a way where you want people to get what they need to get out of it in their own way of learning, whether it's, like I said, learning on their phone, doing modules, some people like people sitting in front and talking to them. Some people like, learning something from somebody and then going back and, you exercising the information. So it's very, very interesting that just how much it can be differentiated. So that's big important. And that third piece, and my third and final key takeaway, is that adult learning has different outcomes. And what I mean by that is that we all have our different outcomes. We learn because we want to raise. We learn because we want to get better at our jobs. We want to learn because it's self fulfilling for us. We want to learn so we can teach other people. And so, a lot of times with children, we say, "Oh, you're learning this to pass this grade." You're learning this to get to this next level. You're learning this to pass to go to the next class. But when you're an adult learner, a lot of our outcomes are money driven or position driven or some type of self fulfillment. And so, adult learning, what I'm learning is that the outcome is not necessarily everybody's outcome, right? Some people are sitting in some meetings and they're saying, "Hey, I'm sitting here, but I really don't care about what they're saying. But is this going to get me to where I need to go?" Right? Is this learning going to get me where I need to go? I speak for myself. At times, when I like the HR, I like what I'm learning, but at the end of the day, I want to make sure that what I'm learning is going to get me a job. And I think that you know when holding a mirror to myself, I think that when you're honest with yourself about that, I think that that better understands adult learning within itself. What is the outcome you want to get to where you need to go? And so adult learning, this class has been amazing. My those are my three takeaways. This class has been amazing. I think, you know, I'm thankful for Dr. Malika. She's taught me a lot. I thought I knew about adult learning, but she really helped me in so many different ways. And so this is the season series finale of Donnie's blogs. I appreciate the audience. Appreciate whoever's watching worldwide. Will there be a season 2? Who knows? But thank you, thank you, thank you.